but I'll answer your question respectfully. I just want to finish my point, but I'm going to answer your question, yeah? The rooms and the spaces that I place myself in, I'm respected because of the brand and the name that I've carried for myself. I'm an artist, okay? So when I'm on stage, my lyrics, everything that I do, I represent Christ, I represent myself, and I represent beauty, and I represent black women that are bosses. So for me...
No,
let
girl.
me land.
Girl,
let me land
no. You can't land no more. That boss stuff, black women are not bosses. I'm sick of the narrative that black women are strong, independent.
I didn't say strong, independent. I said
we're not.
Boss.
A man does not want a woman who says she's a boss, sweetheart.
Insecure men don't want a boss.
No man. And I'm telling you, men who've conquered the world do not want this. These are my clients. These are the men that I know.
Let me say something.
They respect you as your singer and they're pandering because of your talent. But are they taking you home and saying, that's my wife?
Somehow.
There's a difference. Society, I feel like, has told you, be a boss, do all of this.
But what do you think I mean when I say boss? Just for context.
When I say boss, listen, I've ran an actual corporation. I know women who are CEOs of big tech companies.
Yeah.
They don't run around talking about I'm a boss B. Okay. When you are really a boss, it's exhausting. You're tired. Yeah. I don't even tell people, none of y'all know what I've done or how much money I've made. I don't want you to know. And Kevin Samuels, who was my friend, used to say pressure was made for shoulders, not hips. And so a lot of women are taken on because they have to take a masculine road. I'm a boss. And especially black women. We have been sold a lie by society that makes us strong and independent. When you hear a white woman, they describe a white woman as strong and independent. It's always black women are holding it down and strong and we're all of that. You know what they use to them? Like, to say white tears and they cry and she can be soft. She can be taken care of. But society has fooled us into thinking we got to be these strong, masculine beasts to conquer the world because our mamas taught us that way. And some of our fathers said, girl, go get your education. You can do bad all by yourself. You don't need no man. And that is the brainwash and I won't get into those levels of it, but when I fight against it, it's not you as a person, because I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm fighting, I get feisty because I'm fighting against what I feel like women of color, black women especially, we have been brainwashed to be strong when we were meant to be soft.
She's right. And this independent mentality, true enough, is destroying African American families. Does this apply for every black woman? Of course not. But y'all know the majority of black women carry this mindset because we've been trained to think this way. And if you didn't have a father growing up, then more than likely you saw either your mother or your grandmother doing it all. And as a woman, you grow up and take on this mentality as well, that you have to do it all, that you a strong black woman. And I also said this in a previous video, that this is not only the result of fatherlessness. We see this propaganda being pushed through the music industry. Now, I believe the boss chick mentality, although they probably wasn't saying it at the time, but I believe it started after World War II. When the men had to go off to war, and what did the women have to do? They had to go out and they had to get jobs, because true enough, men were in the household. So don't even let, the media and things lie to you. Like, black men they have never been there for their families. Because of the war, what this did, and it was nothing but the enemy, but it caused women to leave from out of their positions to work. And then most of the women had all of the jobs. So it was even harder for men to get jobs after the war. And so over time, I've seen my grandmother do it. My grandmother indeed is a strong black woman. This mindset, this mentality, it has caused many women to almost like go into survival mode where there's no longer a dependency or no need for a man. Now, the earliest I saw this boss chick mentality being pushed was in 2001 when Destiny Child came out with Independent Women. I know y'all remember that. And then it was Trina and Webby shortly after coming out with the Independent remix that took off on the charts. And I'm sure independent was one of the first words that many young girls could spell at the time. And then shortly after, there was Neo what was his song, Miss Independent? And as we see, this boss mentality, it continues to pass on. When I made the video about Sierra, her most recent song, For the Girls, I said how I believe many women are waking up to the lies that the industry keeps selling women, especially in the black community. They push these lies on being single, on being independent, so that we won't look to a man for anything.
A boss chick doesn't come with feminine energy. And so, be quiet, Joe. According to how we are defining a boss chick today, she does not come with feminine energy. It is not going to mesh with this masculine energy. We're going to be in arguments. We're going to be in a disagreeable house at home. When I say we're not eating meat, we're not eating this, because we're building this and we're going to make sure our children don't have diabetes and they're obese. It's not a conversation.
A real man don't want a boss chick. For a man not to want a boss chick, it has nothing to do with feeling insecure. Nothing to do with feeling insecure. And so you see, it's about understanding how we were created to function. It's about understanding how God strategically created us to function. And this is not to even say, only men should be breadwinners. However, in a relationship, specifically marriage, men are to be the primary breadwinners. Everything that we bring as women is simply to be an add-on. That's it. You see, culture teaches us to focus on money. But at the end of the day, we must be real with ourselves and ask, why do we have this mindset? Why have we adopted this mindset? And is it keeping us single? Because true enough, real men, again, don't want boss chicks. And so when we adopt this mentality, we put ourselves into a position that we were never designed to be in. We put ourselves in a position, and I get, as, single mothers. I was a single mother before. You have to do what you got to do. If you keep this mindset, it's like wanting the pilot seat when you've been given a co-pilot seat. Although you can do it, you weren't made to, and you don't have to. The point that I'm trying to get across is, as women, when we are not properly positioned and we take on this boss chick mentality, this independent mentality, guess what it opens up? Dysfunctional relationships. If we don't have the right mentality, that mindset will run men off, and you will keep attracting the men you really don't need. And so those are my thoughts. If this video has helped you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this topic. Do you think men want boss chicks?